Hi, it's V from Motherhood with Me and welcome to today's video, 5 things that I do differently since having a baby. Number 1 thing that I do differently since having Luca is that I've switched my sanitary products to these natural 100% cotton products. So these are 100% cotton tampons, and you can also get pads. And my women's health physio recommended this for me. She basically said that, you wouldn't put things that are in tampons in your mouth. Why would we put them, elsewhere in our body? Apparently they contain like bleach and different things like that, which is just not nice to put in yourself. So I decided that, an area which definitely needed tender love and care was the area that had birthed Luca. And so I thought, yes, sanitary products are already expensive. These are even more expensive, which isn't right, but it was a premium that I've been prepared to pay in terms of my self-care. The second thing that I do differently was another recommendation from my women's health physio, and that is that I now use what I call a pooing stool. And basically it's just a little step that you use when you're on the toilet, and that is because our bodies were actually designed to be in a different position when we go to the toilet than they are now with the toilets that we have. So our knees should be higher, and that is the optimum position to go to the toilet. And this is really important when you don't want to put any extra strain on that area if you've got any pelvic floor dysfunction. And really, it's the optimum position for anyone, whether you've had a baby or not. So I now always use a stool when on the loo. The third thing I do differently since having Luca is that I've switched from hormonal birth control to non-hormonal birth control. So for years and years and years I've been on the pill and put all these hormones into my body, and after everything that I went through giving birth and everything that my body's been through, I just thought I've had enough. I'm not putting my body through more hormones. Johnny says he'd be more than happy to have the male pill, but I don't think they're going to invent that because it certainly doesn't seem to be a priority. As always, these things are on us women. So we are obviously using other barrier methods of birth control instead, but yeah, hormones are not something that I'm keen to put back in my body. I just want to sort of detox and feel like myself again, and I don't want anything altering that. The fourth thing that I do differently since having my baby is daily pelvic floor exercises. Now this really is something that shouldn't have been post-baby, it should have been pre-baby as well, but like so many people, I'm sure I neglected to do these. Pelvic floor exercises really are the holy grail of postnatal recovery. They help with prolapses and preventing prolapses or reversing them. They help with any pelvic floor dysfunction and incontinence. They really are so important. And I have a set plan that my women's health physio gave me to do to restore my pelvic floor health before undertaking any strenuous activity or exercise. And I really think they are the most important thing you can do to help yourself and protect yourself moving forwards in your postnatal recovery. The final thing that I do differently is more a state of mind. So I am a lot less self-conscious. I used to absolutely dread the thought of a smear test, and after everything you go through with giving birth and postnatally, I've had so many people looking at those bits. I still don't like it, but I certainly don't feel like I'm going to cry if I need to go for a smear test or anything like that. I feel a lot more sort of self-assured and confident, and you know what, I've never actually looked at that area in any detail before, and in my postnatal recovery I had to get very intimately acquainted with it when I was checking my scars and my healing, and actually I came to peace with it. I thought, there's nothing wrong with any part of your body. Why are you worrying about this part? It's no different to an ear or a mouth. When I go to the dentist or go to the doctors, I'm not worrying about other parts of my anatomy. Why do I suddenly get so worked up about this? And that has really changed since giving birth. So while I still don't look forward to it, I'm not like in a cold sweat at the thought of having to get my bits out for medical checks. So those were 5 things that I either do differently or think differently about. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been helpful. It might have made you think about some things you might like to change. You might like to treat yourself to some premium sanitary products, or at the very least use a poo stool and do your pelvic floor exercises. If you have any questions, as always, please leave me a comment and I will get back to you, or you're always welcome to private message me on Instagram at motherhoodwithme. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.